Hi guys, hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's me, Ogechi. Welcome. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Talkinsen. For this video, I'll be giving you advice on how you can accrue useful debt and then be able to build up your credit score whilst paying off this debt up. So what brought about this video is that I've been reflecting over the years on how I built my credit score without even trying, and I learned that these ways I used are the things that helped me. So if you're someone that is struggling financially, not able to pay off big huge debts or pay off big huge purchases, and wondering how you can purchase the same item that you really need without having to feel guilty or go and borrow loan from the loan sharks or loan lenders who give you a crazy amount of interest on your loan, then continue watching. So I understand this is Christmas, coming out of Christmas, everyone is trying to pay off their debts because they probably accrued a lot of debts during the Christmas period, either to buy food, buy presents, whatever you used it for. You know why you purchased it and you want to pay it off. If you have a plan to do so, definitely do pay off your debts. The advice I'm giving to you is for those who I know over the year 2021 that will be taking out more loans. Okay, you'll be wanting to have buy things and buy essentials to say, but do not have the money to do so. So the advice I'm going to give to you are things that will help you to do this in a safe manner that still helps you to build credit. So here are my advice. I've written them down, so I'll be looking down to tell you what they are. So the first advice I give to, or the first step I'll give to you is, one, to think about the places that you want to go and buy your item. Okay, it's best to go to it's best to go to big superstores to buy things than to go to, let's say, corner shops or black market and buy fake things. So best to go to the real people and know that you're going to buy quality, and then have a plan to pay off. So the first thing I would say is choose the buy now and pay later. Okay, the first method is buy now and pay later. In most cases they give you 6 months to pay off. So for companies like Currys and PC World and Argos, do not add any interest to your item or to the loan item that you purchase from them, no matter the amount, for 6 months. If you're able to pay it off the 6 months, you will not have any interest, but then after 6 months you start having the interest that they put on the item. So choose the buy now and pay later. I say 6 months. Choose people that give you maximum of 6 months, or at least minimum of 6 months to pay it off. Okay, and also choose credit cards. So another method is, if you want to use credit card, choose credit cards that allows you at least, or credit people, lenders, wherever, that give banks, I don't know, whoever that gives you credit card. Choose the ones that allow you to purchase and give you enough time, maybe 4 months, maybe 6 months, okay, to, or if not a year, to pay off without interest. So for example, PayPal allows you to use their credit card. It's online purchases that you can only use with PayPal, okay, and pay off within 4 months without interest. So after 4 months you start accruing interest, or the interest that being applied. Another one is bank overdrafts that do not allow that does allow you to have interest-free overdraft for a period of time as well. Please never use loan sharks or loan lenders, because those ones apply interest just straight away. So the first thing is to use the method of buy now and pay later that allows you 6 months. My key is to look for people that give you 6 months. If they don't give you 6 months, look for other people that can give you 6 months. So Currys and PC World and Argos are the, 2 examples are superstores or technical stores that I've identified, and I'll tell you how I use Currys and PC World to actually build my credit score. Okay, at this present time my credit score is on good ground. Okay, so and then I also use the credit cards that allow, or credit people that allows you to pay off within maybe a certain months before they start putting interest on your thing, and then back overdraft. Okay, so these are people that you can use to help yourself out, and I'll tell you how and why. But first of all, remember I said these are useful debts. That means things that you are not able or feel that you were not able to pay off at that present time. So this is not about want, this is about need. You really needed this and you couldn't pay it off, and then you choose to take out or buy these products that you want to buy from these stores, for example, and then pay them later. Okay, it's emergency. Useful debt, okay, is something that you need right now, however do not have the money to pay it right now, but know in months in advance that you'll be able to pay it off. And for you to take out this debts or this useful debt I'm trying to talk about, you must have a source of income, or know that within 6 months I have a source of income that will help me pay this off. Okay, so that's the key. You must know that you have a source of income, whether it's flexible income or consistent flow of income. You must have a source of income to help you. I'm not advising you to take out debt when you know that you do not have money to pay it off. So that is not my advice. My advice is to know that you have a form of way of paying it off within the 6 months or within the time period given to you by these lenders or these stores, before interest start being built up. And this way you happily and safely pay off your debt and build your credit score. Okay, so here are my advice. So my advice here is, first of all, how do you do this? Identify your need and then set an amount that you are willing to pay for that need. I'll give you an example. So when I was purchasing, when I was studying, my laptop started giving me problems. Okay, it started shutting down anyhow, kind of thing, whenever it wished to. I couldn't do my work, and then it started freezing a lot, so it made it so difficult to write my courses and even my dissertation. So what I did then was I went to Currys and PC World. I had the amount of money I knew I wanted to spend on the laptop, the maximum amount of money, and the features and things I wanted my laptop to be, and also the amount of storage I wanted my laptop to be. So I knew what I wanted out of my laptop. The only thing I wasn't too sure, I knew the brand I was going for, but I wasn't too sure if that brand was still available. But when I went there, the brand was no longer it was no longer available to say, or they have subsidized, I don't know, they've stopped making laptops to say. So what did I do then? So I knew the amount I wanted, and I knew alternatives of laptops that I wanted. So I already knew my need. I've identified my need, I assessed my need, I found out everything that I needed. So when I went to Currys and PC World, I told them that I could not pay the laptop off now, but I wanted to pay later, like within the 6 months I'll be able to pay it off. So that's what they did. They gave me the laptop, and I set up, or they didn't give it to me, I chose the I bought the laptop to say. I think I made a little down payment just to start off with, maybe a £50 down payment to start off with, and my laptop was, I think, about £400. So I could not afford £400 straight away. So what I simply did was to buy the product and then pay off within the 6 months given. So that's how I identified my need. So there was a need but I didn't have money to pay off right there and then. Okay, but I knew I was working as well, so I knew I had an opportunity to pay that off within the 6 months given. So remember, the first advice is identify your need. Then the second one, know the amount of money you want to pay for that need, the maximum. Okay, as the example I gave of my laptop. Then create a direct debit with this your store or your lender to pay off the thing. I created a direct debit that they could take money from my account, the maximum or the minimum amount you feel like you can afford each month to pay off to be able to meet your targets, or each week, depending on how you get paid. Okay. Another alternative is to create a standing order. I created a standing order as well because I wanted to pay off my laptop very quickly. Okay, when you set the amount of money to pay off, then start paying off start paying off. Then you can add extra along the way. So for example, if over the month you have extra £20 in your account that you feel you don't need, then throw it to that debt, and then just by like that it pays it off. Usually I say set a target of paying off the debts within 5 months. If you're given 6 months to pay off, a month before, because usually sometimes there's always a glitch or something that happens within that 6 months if you're trying to wait on that very last day that you have to pay off. So there could be a glitch, there will be something that happens that makes you not be able to pay off, or maybe means that your money is not taken out on time. So I always give myself, because I have anxiety about debts, to be honest, this is my way. If you have anxiety about debt, this is definitely a video for you. You know, this is my way of making sure that I have ability to pay things off without having to feel so anxious about it. So another thing is, do not add to what you went there to purchase. Because when I went to Currys and PC World, this guy was adding, like the sales guy was adding several things. Oh, you can get this for free, you can get this security, this for free. Like literally he was adding. And honestly, I went there for 400 and he gave me about 800 product worth of product. And I remember when I went home, I was happy to purchase it then, but when I went home, I was so unhappy because I felt I was sold these things that I didn't think I needed. So straight away, the following day or the following week, after thinking about it, I sent back half of everything that he added to my purchase. I sent it back and got a refund. But definitely one of the key things that I got was the security thing, which was fine. So I think all in all, I ended up paying about 500 or something, but those were based on things I felt I needed, at least from the things that he added. So be careful of those things, to add in extras that you may not need, or the salespeople try to sell you everything that is in the store. So once you set up your payments and you're meeting your payment dates, and you're doing everything, you will just eventually see that your credit score increases. Okay, without you having to put the effort. You're not going there using your credit card anyhow, or use just on wants. You're actually using it on needs. So you just watch your credit score increase. My key advice is to take out one loan at a time and pay it off at a time. So do not take multiple loans, or go buy multiple things from different stores and then have different stores you're paying. Have your purchase and your debt in one place. So if you're using, for example, an overdraft, okay, you can know that you're only using your overdraft and you're paying off that overdraft. If you're using credit card, then make all the purchases on that credit card and focus on that credit card and pay it off. I'm not advising here that you go to Currys and PC World, take out one of those buy now and pay later, then have multiple amount of money that you have to pay on your credit card, or go use your credit card to make purchases and then have an overdraft. That is too much debt to accrue for one person, or at least for anybody. My advice here is to choose a method. See, I gave you few methods: buy now and pay later from superstores or places that you know allows those, credit card or credit wherever, for example PayPal, okay, or your credit card, whichever bank that you use, or bank overdraft. So each one to each need. So do not use loan sharks. So I use also, for example, over last year, I used PayPal to pay for my car expenses. So my car service was due, car tax was due, everything, car repairs and everything else were all due on the same month. And I was like, what? If I was to use the money that I had in my account to do those, I would not have any money to survive that month. So what I did was to use my PayPal credit, and I was so lucky that I had that PayPal credit and felt so blessed by it, because I've never wanted to be the one to take out credit. I have always had anxiety about credit. You know, people that know me in real life knew I did not like credit cards, because I always had negative connotation to it. But when PayPal keep telling me you're eligible for credit, and I applied maybe 2 months in advance, and then I got that credit, the amount of credit that they gave me, and this need came by, I was like, what? Okay, I need to pay this off. So I used PayPal to pay off those things, and knew for a certain amount of money I'm going to pay them back. And my PayPal was due to be finished, for me to be paid off this month, January, before they start putting interest on my thing. But because I have a source of income, and I knew that I could pay it off before then, I took out that knowing that I could pay it off, and I paid off my PayPal in November. So 2 months in advance. So I set a deadline for myself, not just the deadline that the people give. I set a deadline for myself, because I honestly, I tell you, I have debt anxieties. So when I take it out, I know for sure I'll be able to pay it off, and as my body's just start itching to pay off everything. So that's one of the things I will give you, give advice. So make sure that you know you can pay off. And the debt I'm talking about is short, small debts. I'm not looking at things like I'm not looking at like mortgages, car finance, or car loans. That's big purchases. You have a number of years to pay some of those things out. So for me, I'm looking at short-term needs, okay, that are small amounts, under £1,000. They have to be under £1,000, okay, for you to call these things small amounts, if not 500, okay. So that's my advice. I hope this advice help you. So remember, you can use useful debt to pay off, to build your credit by following these methods. One debt at a time, pay off, and then you just watch your credit score increase. Okay, so on that note, thanks for watching, and in another video hopefully I'll show you how to budget for your year. Okay, and the reason why I say for your year, if you notice, I mentioned about having car things come to me in the same month, and that's because like I was still getting used to my car, didn't know when their service needs came in. So it's important to really identify the purchases that you need over the year, so that you can pay them off all at once. Okay, on that note, or you pay them off when they are due without having to have anxiety over them. Okay, another time we'll look at budgeting. Thanks for watching, and on this note, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe if you like this video. Okay, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Okay, do take care until next video. Signing off, Talkinsen.